We've got NBA basketball in store for you here at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavs, live on 2K Sports. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Doris Burke courtside. Next to me, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr in the booth. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Iman Shumpert?
Well, the focus on his defense mainly, because he's outstanding. You try a crossover or a hesitation move on him, and you're likely to get your pocket picked. You got to be careful with the ball.
Another thing about him is how quick he is to react when he's defending near the hoop. A lot of his blocks, so to speak, come at waist level because he pokes the ball away as his man is on the way up.
They'll play this one here in Cleveland before the Cavaliers head back on the road. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
You know, for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they've continued their breakout season. I mean, they've showed tremendous promise thus far, and I'm looking for big things from this team.
Yeah, Clark, as the postseason approaches, there's plenty of optimism, but as you know, the playoffs are a whole different animal. We'll see if they can continue that momentum.
Brandon Knight primarily was effective as a spot.
Feed to Lee. Makes it off the glass. Lee's the 11-footer. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Danny Granger. Clark, if you were trying to craft in your imagination the ideal, flawless basketball player, you'd have a hard time doing much better than LeBron James.
The 21st century version of the best video game player ever, and also happens to be the best.
And for LeBron, has he reached his peak? He says he's still a relative newcomer to working down counter moves against post defense.
The shot's good from Love. He kicks to Granger. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Granger outside. Granger can't get that one to fall. Goes up again, and that one's good. Bledsoe's got his first points of the night.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they'd lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs has now arrived in a big way. And the mood around this city and the team is taking off. Yeah, the high-quality shots were few and far between for them, and they have nobody to blame but themselves. They need to work a lot harder to get good shots today.
By Phoenix. Knight for 3, and he gets it to go. Knight's got 7 points.
He's having quite...
Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I briefly spoke with Jeff Hornacek. He said they've really got their work cut out for them dealing with a player like Kevin Love, saying he's a 25 points per game scorer and can just dominate the glass. Defensively, you just never leave him open. No open shots, get a body on him the second a shot goes up. He knows it's easier said than done, but guys, that's the game plan.
And thank you for that, Doris.
You look at the Morris twins out there, Markieff and Marcus, and defensively, you got to check those jersey numbers just to make sure you know who's
the playoffs. Let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Look at Oklahoma City. What a run they've had this year in first place and
amongst the losing teams in the league. I mean, again, they'll be watching with the rest of us come playoff time, and the question has to be asked, what are they going to do to balance out that win column going forward? They need some work.
Well, you have to be careful of the quick fix. I know that. So often, the best teams are built through the draft, being sensible with their contracts. When you try to take shortcuts, it can come back to bite you.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson Varejao.
It wasn't too long ago that the Suns were selling first-round picks. Now the complete opposite. This team stacking up at his best. The defense may be starting to affect it a little bit.
And the push for new talent in Phoenix really seen from top to bottom. New GM, first-time head coach, and Jeff Hornacek.
Yeah, they did it.
Kicks to LeBron. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 8 assists tonight. Here's Knight, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Knight's got 12 comfort. This one for 3, and another 3 for Cleveland. Back in front of him. And that one's good. Morris with the rebound. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, most of all, I just love the work he puts in on the offensive glass. So many of his points come on put, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
Here's what Phoenix is covered by Perkins. And the basket good. And Shumpert fanned Phoenix for their last meeting with the Suns and came out with a win.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being
back to Miller. Perkins with a screen on Green. Miller. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, probably the right play defensively. But if you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work.
And let's now look at the shooting guard position for a moment to see which of them has the hottest hands since the All-Star break. Take a look at Knight, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Gerald Green, he shows up in that same conversation.
Well, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable, very consistent shooters. You know, it's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
I'd say it's beyond a safe option. It's a great option. The ISO
takes the 3, and that one's good. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there. That was last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland.
It seems like they've got a lot of guys coming over from the weak side to protect the rim.
52% from the field. A nice shot by Tucker.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely.
Mozgov down low, guarded by Wright.
I think they need to get
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And it's Miller penetrating.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. He's pushing it up now. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his second bucket of the night. Miller outside. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Green. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Cavaliers lead by 1. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
How about the three-point shooting? The scoring has really come in bunches from long range.
Yeah, it seems like every time down the floor they're knocking down the triple.
And it's Irving in at the point guard position. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. He passes it to Morris. Connects from three-point range with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, David Lee is one of the more skilled power forwards in the NBA. He credits his skill level in part to growing late. He said, I wasn't always the biggest guy growing up. I was actually a point guard my freshman year of high school. I played some wing and some at guard. Kevin, he kept those skills as he grew.
One of the best passing big men in the game, Doris. Thank you. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Gerald Green, hot and cold throughout his career, drafted 17th back in 2005. Steve, the 2007 dunk contest champ, we were there to see that. Then out of the league for over 2 seasons.
Well, Kevin, he was even waived by his stand. How to limit. Oh, man, that was a real hark it up.
Tremendous stuff from a guy Clark we think more of for his passing. Morris kicks to Warren. Wow, when he gets it to fall. Warren's got 5 points so far.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining up.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Warren. And the jam by David. Chance points right there.
Yeah, he wasn't wasting any time. Straight back up and right into the hoop. 12, and that may have contributed to his mobility, but he can really move around the floor for a big man.
Brandon.
Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them.
I'll be anxious to see what ends up happening with that Maverick.
Need to get more bodies committed down low. Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
Yeah, a good teammate makes a big difference in the community. Those things can really help and make a big contribution.
By Love. Stolen by Bledsoe. A nice shot by Knight. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers.
Repeatedly.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far. Boy, such outstanding.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Danny
pass tonight, jacks up a 3, and he gets it to go. And now it's an 8-point Phoenix lead. And stolen by Kyrie Irving.
Oh! Hammer time! Hammer time! Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. Some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish. And
in low to Lee, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Now that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
Yeah, no question, Kevin. Great awareness to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
The Suns haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Well, Danny Granger in his prime, a 25-point per game scorer and an all-star. But knee troubles
to Irving. There's the 3. And that one's good. Irving's got 19 points.
That's like a
up and lock you down and put you away.
And that one's good. Shumpert. Phoenix with the ball.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he? Boy, they are passing the ball, setting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
A shot's good from Irving. Kicks it out to Granger from downtown. That's good. Granger's got 7 now in this quarter.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Thompson with between shot clock and game clock. Granger, good.
You know, I don't think that was a
outside Irving. Here's Shumpert. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we're through 2 here and a good one. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out.
So, and it's Knight in at the 2 spot. James. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. He's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Irving throws it down.
That is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loved
Bledsoe outside. There's Granger. Money from the wing.
Granger into gear.
Here's Irving. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Boy, some would like to give Kyrie Irving the injury-prone label. I'm not sure if that's fair. Although in his first 3 seasons, he has yet to stay healthy.
Here's Knight. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Bad time for these defenders to be standing around watching.
Still young and a hard worker. Fearless on the court. I think a lot of upsides.
Still on the come as a playmaker and shooter. But because of his great physical gifts, he is certainly a rising star in the NBA.
And Steve Bledsoe, 6'1" with the 6'8" wingspan, blinding athleticism, and he's an aggressive defender.
Yeah, he's a guy who applies a lot of pressure on the ball. He attacks the glass offensively.
Irving with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. Great open look there. That's now 32 points for LeBron.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range.
What that does, when you're a guard and you've got great shot blockers behind you, it allows you to play with more aggressiveness on the perimeter, and that can really disrupt an offense.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kevin, with teams selling for billions and a new TV deal on the way, NBA business is certainly booming. With some big players signing huge contracts, that'll increase as the growing revenue raises the salary cap. Guys, one executive said, quote, players who got paid the max this year are going to be bargains on the back end of their deal. Back to you.
Teams are planning ahead, Doris. Thanks. It's LeBron with the drive. Nice touch on the bank shot.
LeBron blocking a lot of them as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Back to Shumpert. Launches it. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 6th assist on the night. And it's Verajao penetrating. And the layup falls.
It's a great play under the board
tonight. They kick it out to Green. Sinks the triple. Green's got 12 points on the floor by boxing you out, hustling for loose balls and things like that. You have to guard Verajao. There is no letting up from him. Very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. Second, the Cavaliers. The Suns 5th.
The shooting display with these two teams has been awesome.
Puts up a 3. A second chance effort. Osgood with the bucket. As Phoenix keeps possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. We'll take a look at the Cavaliers. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that. Exactly.
Whole different animal. Let's see if they can continue that momentum.
Good on the shot.
Well, that was the only way he was going to get that shot off, the leaner with his man.
Banked in off the glass. Marion's got his second basket of the night. Suns trail by 12.
Talked about retiring even though he was still playing well at the conclusion of last season. Although I guess he did have a change of heart.
The game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. And Marion a 4-time.
Green left side. And he jams it with authority.
An excellent defender, an energy player, a stat sheet stuffer. Quite pleased that he hasn't decided to hang.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Irving's got 28 points for the game.
Terrible transition defense there.
I think it would have been pointless, Steve. There was no way anybody was beating him to the basket there.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers lead by 13. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Manning the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Thompson. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Boy, they are having their way in the paint right now. So many looks right at the rim.
Defense, not a reliable one anyway.
The teardrop falls in.
Gotta love the teardrop. Just put it right over the defender.
Thompson, left side. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. He kicks it to Irving. That's good. Irving's got 30. And Shumpert kicks to Thompson. Again, the Cavaliers score.
He is pouring it on.
Back to Bledsoe. The feet to right. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Alex Len. Brandon Wright, the former 8th overall pick back in 2007. For his career, Steve, a field goal percentage of 8 points here in the fourth quarter. Knight passes to Lee, and he gets it to go.
Well, you just can't.
He's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
And that is good. And here's Bledsoe. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Kicks to LeBron. Thompson. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this
sort of things, you see that in the front office. And Steve, that brings in some new faces.
Yeah, in fact, in the last 2 years, over
14-footer. Here's Lee. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
An exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it and look to finish the play right there.
That one misses for David Lee.
And for basketball lifers looking for roles in
Morris, they double him with Irving. 5 to shoot. Outside, Green. Here's the 3. And he gets it to go.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second.
LeBron with it. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
LeBron James. Well, LeBron said last season that he just couldn't see leaving the Heat. But I guess he came around. The championship foundation in Miami, but some cracks started to show.
And the Suns get it back. Morris. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Boy, where was the box out? 2 either missed to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Here's Verajao. That's in there. Love with the assist. And it's 8 points for him. Here's Love. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, down low. Here's Morris. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk. A free run to the hoop and some thunder. Knight on the wing. In low to Lee. And good on the basket. Book it. Clark, if they want to, they can milk. On deep. No good. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Not much to be critical of with this win, Clark.
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win. And they did both.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.